Hello everyone, thank you for joining me for this video in brand new 4K. I've just got a new camera, so I'm really excited about this video. We're going to be talking about something a little bit different this time. It's going to be about goals. So I want to do a monthly goal update at the beginning of every month and at the end of every month. So in the beginning of the month, I'll go over the way that I plan my goals and the way that I think about my goals. And at the end of the month, I'll go over how those goals went. Or maybe I'll just do that in one video, but we'll see. So this is the first video. It's going to be for the month of December. And I have a couple of objectives in doing this. One of my objectives is I want you to see what my goal practice is and what that planning is and how in depth it goes. But I also want to hold myself accountable to my community, and I just want to get better at planning goals, and I think this will help my retention of goals a lot. So announcing these is going to be really productive for my life and also hopefully really educational and informative for you. So let us start. I have a monitor here. So the first thing that I do in my monthly goals is I have a thing called the Vital 3. Every month I want to accomplish 3 things, and I keep it only to 3, not 1, not 5, but 3. And I make sure those are the most important things that I want to focus on that month. Now, I have other things that I want to focus on, but those are the 3 things that I really want to get done. So number 1 for my Vital 3 in December is self-branding and development, which means these videos and getting these more prominent, getting these more consistent. So I have a whole plan for that. I'll expand on that. Number 2 is investing in the markets and investing in my talent and resources. And number 3 is CLG, so focusing on counter logic gaming and building that as a business. And then I'll explain each of my goals in those on my primary goal section, which is next. So in content and brand development, which is my first Vital 3, I've realized that I need to hire some help. So I'm looking for a video editor who can cut these videos. They're pretty simple. It's just vlogs, so it's really easy to edit. Probably just drop them on some Dropbox or something, and then they can edit it and they can upload it. Because I'm noticing that for me to do the editing for these videos is very difficult. It's super time consuming. And I probably don't have time to run CLG and to also do the editing for these videos. So I'm going to be looking for a staff to help me produce content. And my goal is to do 3 staff. So I'm looking for a video editor. That's going to be the person I just explained. I'm looking for an animator, which is for a whiteboarding project that I want to do some kind of informative videos with whiteboarding, which I really like. It's like an animation style where you can explain things. And then I eventually want a personal videographer. So I'd actually like someone to go to events with me and go around the office with me and actually film my day to do a sort of live vlog and show you guys how I live as a CEO, because you don't really get to see a lot of what I do in these videos. I do a lot of mentorship and guidance, and that I think is really valuable if people were actually watching that, but it's hard because I don't capture those moments. So eventually I'd like a personal videographer. That's way down the line. But I think for December, my main goal is to actually hire that video editor and have every one of my videos outsourced so that I can just film these videos on my off time, and then I can send them to someone to upload and create the actual YouTube part of it and get it uploaded. So that's goal number 1. I also want to work on my social calendar. So that's still part of the Vital 3, the self-branding development goal. So my social calendar is a calendar from Monday to Sunday of what I want to post, kind of ideas I have for Instagram, ideas I have for Facebook. And if I set a calendar and I think about the ideas of the things that I want to post in a single block of time, then it's very easy to do it later throughout the week because I remind myself, oh yeah, I had an idea for that. But I think it's hard to use social media consistently because throughout my day I'm really busy and I block out my time. So if I want to use social media consistently, I need to think about it in blocks of time. I need to take like 2 hours and just think about what I'm going to do that week on Twitter, for example. So that's goal number 2, is to maintain that social calendar. Number 3 of brand development is video production. So I really want to do more of these videos. I'd love to have 1 a day for a total of maybe 5 a week. That would be fantastic. I think that creating a system where I can build those that is easier than what I've done is part of the reason why I've changed my setup. And I've got another camera and I'm streamlining this process a little bit more. I'm looking for editors, is so that I could spend less of my time doing a lot of the editing stuff, and I can spend more of my time creating this stuff for you guys, answering questions and providing value to you. So that's that video production. That goal is to produce 5 videos a week of this caliber. Maybe actually a little bit better. Maybe 1 video a week is going to be actually higher caliber and might even have animation aspects or be more heavily edited. And of course, it's the same type of content and narrative that I want, which is the self-improvement and development stuff. So I'm going to keep along that on this YouTube. So that's my content and development goals. Now moving into investing. So investing, it's interesting. I have investments already, but I am not utilizing a system of dollar cost averaging right now. So my goal for this month is to set aside a certain amount of my funds and start dollar cost averaging. That means you invest a fixed amount every month at the same time into the same funds, with the idea that over time you will hit the market more when it's down than when it's up. So you'll go up. So I want to automate a system for that investing by the end of December. So we'll see if we'll see if that happens in that way. I'm sure it will. And that money is mostly going to go into index funds. I'll probably do another video about how I invest at some point, but that's my second goal, is that your money needs to be working for you. You should always be saving a portion of what you earn. And in my case, I have a lot of cash right now because I work so hard I don't have any time to spend it or to invest it. So one of my goals this month is this, because I want to actually take the time to invest that money in a smart way. And number 3 is CLG. So unfortunately, I can't talk anything about my plans there because a lot of it is secret, but it's an incredibly exciting month. December is going to be awesome. There's going to be just announcement after announcement pretty much from now to the 15th or so in 2016, and that is really exciting. So just looking forward to that. But unfortunately, that part of my goal sheet I can't elaborate on. So now let's go into, so those are my vital 3. It's content and self-branding, investing, and CLG development. And let's go into some of my other primary goals for this month. So time management. I'm always thinking about this. This is something that is probably number 1 on my mind. So I'm looking to create numerical systems of importance around tasks. So instead of starting my day with just a to-do list, I'm trying to say, okay, number 1, answer emails for 30 minutes. Number 2, get on a phone call with this person, right? I'm trying to numerically set my day so that I know what I need to get onto next, so I don't have these like breaks in time and I don't know what I'm doing. So that's something that's really important. Just becoming more accountable for any kind of wasted time. I call it white space. I'm going to do a whole video on this, but white space is kind of that time where you're sort of working and you're sort of doing something else. I've gotten a lot better about this, but I still think that there's a lot that I can improve on. So time management is definitely my next goal. Meditation is my 5th goal. I've decided should happen at least 15 minutes every day. And the mistake I've been making with meditation is that I've only been doing it 5 days a week during work days. On Saturdays and Sundays, when I tend to kind of tone down a little bit from my work week, I don't meditate. I've decided that I'm going to actually get up and meditate. So my goal with meditation this month is to maintain a 15-minute meditation within 30 minutes of when I wake up. I've found that regardless of what happens during the day, I'm about 20 to 30% more effective if I meditate. It's the single most successful practice that I have. It's really remarkable how meditation changes my life. So I absolutely want to incorporate that every day into my rituals and my routine. So meditation is one of my main consistent goals for this month. So number 6 is a list of my consistent rituals. So making my bed within 15 minutes of waking up. That's just a ritual that I have every month. Make sure that I put this on here because I want to keep that consistent. In the month of November, I did that every single day. There was not a single day where I didn't make my bed. Seems like a small thing, but I've talked about it in a lot of videos. It makes a difference. It just gets your day started, makes you successful. Number 2 is probably one of the biggest changes in my life in consistent rituals, my sleep schedule. That's not going to bed past 10:30. So I get up at 6 a.m. and I start my day. It has been a completely life-changing thing, to say the least. Starting the day at 6 and then going to yoga and exercising has just been a totally different shift in my life. I love it. So I'm going to keep that ritual throughout December. For food, That's my third one. I have a goal to not overeat after dinner. So what I'll do is I'll usually eat these really big dinners. I do okay during the day. I don't eat much, just eat kind of a salad or something. But then during dinner, I eat a lot. And honestly, it's because our chef, our headmaster, I call him Andrew, his food is so damn good. So every time that I go in there, I just eat like as much as I can. It's just amazing food. And that's legitimately the reason. So that's not so much of a problem. I can eat all that food, but then I come back later and I snack. So I want to put a stop to that completely, and I don't want to overeat after dinner. Along the lines of food, I'll actually include this goal, intermittent fasting. So I'm setting a goal this month that for at least 2 days I want to not eat. And actually I'm setting that up so tomorrow, which is Sunday, I will eat normally. Then I'll eat dinner, and then going into Monday, I will not eat, and then Tuesday I won't eat, and then Wednesday morning I'll eat. And that's my goal, so we'll see if I can do it, but I'm going to try to intermittent fast for 2 days in December, and that so happens it's going to be this coming couple of days. Next, I want to maintain my RPM, that's my rapid planning method system. I have a video about it if you want to see it on this channel. At the end of every day, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Not very important that I do it on Saturday, Sunday. Again, that's kind of a chill day, so I don't have that as much, not as important. So going on, let's see. Exercise. So I want to maintain a 4 to 5 day week schedule for yoga, hot yoga. I've been going every weekday from Monday to Friday. It's been amazing. It's totally changed my life. So I want to maintain that schedule. So my goal is to go a total of, 5, 10, so 20 days in December from Monday to Friday. And then I would like to do jujitsu, which is my other exercise, at least 3 times a week. So I want to go a total of 12 times in the month of December. So jujitsu has been great for me. It's been a really humbling experience, I guess is the best way to put it. And it's also amazing. I've met a lot of friends there, and it's been really good for me. So I started jiu-jitsu a couple of months ago, and it's just been really great. Hot yoga, I talked about the benefits of that in a couple of videos ago. It's been amazing. It's just a super incredible lifestyle change. It's how I lost 19 pounds, and I'm going to continue doing that. So for exercise, I want to maintain that schedule. And then my eighth goal is confidence and speech development. So this may seem not as objective, but I have a couple of objective ways that I'm measuring this goal. So it's really important that you measure your goals as objective as possible, which means you set something that you can clearly understand as a pass-fail metric for that goal. So for my confidence in speech development, I would like to do a couple of things. One is I often rant a lot, I speak a lot, and I don't pause like that. And I like the power of pausing. Pausing when you speak adds more emphasis and power to your words. So I want to do more pauses. I want to speak with greater confidence. I want to think more about what I want to say. And I'd also want to stop reassuring statements. This is another thing I've noticed that some people do that I do, which is you try to justify the last statement you said by compounding onto it with like more facts. I think people are afraid to leave a statement and just hangs into the air. They're afraid of what people will think, and they're afraid of that kind of awkward silence. So I want to just let those statements kind of be powerful and stay there and then just leave it. So I'm trying to work on my speech and my confidence in that as well. My ninth goal is I would like to eliminate white space. So this is my phrase that I have for any time that is not completely devoted to working or completely devoted to relaxation. I don't like to be in that halfway zone, that no man's land, the gray area. I don't care if I'm during a time I'm not working and I'm just not doing anything, that's fine. As long as I've set that time to just purely not do anything. And if I'm working and I'm getting after it, then that time I should only be working and not be in the middle. What I hate is when I'm doing both. And I think you probably can relate to this, like you're in your life and you're kind of working, you know you got to get this thing done, but you got other stuff going on, distractions, and if you just focused on the damn thing that you had to do, you would be completely done with that thing in like 30 minutes, and then you could do whatever you wanted. But we all sit in this area where we work for hours and hours and we never get anything done because we're kind of like in this halfway place. So this is another one of those reoccurring goals for me. I just constantly want to eliminate this from my life. I hate white space. It's my number one mortal enemy. I just despise being in halfway. I want to either be after it 100% or down 100%. And my continued quest to do that. So that's part of my goals. And then number 10, I would like to set some new goals for 2017. So along the lines of my monthly goals and my daily goals, which is my RPM method. I have my monthly goals, which I'm going through with you here now. I also have yearly goals. So in 2017, I want to set some new yearly goals. These are going to be big goals around my net worth, around how much I want to have invested, how much I want to help charity, what kind of difference I want to make in the world. They're big macro goals, and hopefully, if I'm brave enough, I will do a video about my 2017 goals, and I'll put that there. And so along every month, it kind of tracks along those goals, and you see if month by month you're accomplishing those goals that you have set for yourself for the year. And amazingly, I can't believe how many goals you'll complete if you just write them down. It's crazy. It's like if you just write them down and you look at them in the morning every day and then you don't do anything else, a lot of the stuff will just come into fruition because you'll be thinking about the opportunities and they'll come to you. It's really crazy. I set my year goals for 2016 and I have them plastered on a wall in Lake Tahoe, which is my other house, and I'm mostly in Los Angeles doing work for CLG. So I don't even have access to those goals, but it turns out that I accomplished almost every single one of them. And they're really big goals. They're really crazy goals. It's pretty amazing. Everything on my vision board has been happening, so I'm going to design another vision board, and I'll film that and make that a part of 2017. Every year I'd like to do a vision board where you kind of cut out pictures like a science project, so I'll share another video where that happens. It's actually a good idea. I need to remind myself of that. I'm going to do that vision board video. You guys can see me pick out the pictures and everything. Should be fun. Okay, what other goals? So I talked about my personal finances for dollar cost averaging. Investing is going to be a big part of that. I also want to invest in my content generation. I think that's going to be really important, especially going forward in December. So December is going to be a success for content if I get a video editor and I agree to pay someone per video to upload these to YouTube and to cut these videos and edit them. They don't need any real big edits, just the front and back. It's super easy. You combine the files. It's really easy. So I don't really need anybody that's very skilled, though eventually I'd like to get to that level. And hopefully it's someone that helps me with ideas and creative too. So if I get that by the end of December, that's going to be a success. These are just some general philosophy goals and changes I'd like to make. Authenticity is something I've been thinking a lot about, by which I mean being true to yourself. I'm going to have a whole video about that, so I'm not going to get into it too much here, but the power of just holding yourself to who you are and not being afraid of that and telling the truth about how you really feel, even if you think that someone's going to confront you on it or it's going to hurt you. So authenticity is something that I've really been thinking about a lot. I'm reading a book called Steal the Show by Michael Port, and that's got me thinking about my speech and confidence, so I went over that a little bit earlier. Just trying to get better about how I talk, especially on video, but just in general. I tend to do a lot better when I'm not in front of a camera, but I think my camera work is getting better every time I make one of these videos. You know, if you want to be good at something, sometimes you just have to keep doing it over and over again, and eventually you'll get good at it. And people always wonder how someone gets super good at a sport or an e-sport or a video game. They play a lot and they focus on deliberate practice. So every one of these videos, I go back and watch myself and gradually get better after every video. Eventually it'll just be like I'm talking to someone right here. It'll be completely natural. So that's how I look at working on those type of things. So those are my my December goals leading into December 2017. Really exciting. I think if I can nail the content down and start getting that done very consistently, it's going to bring a lot of opportunity into my life. I've been amazed at how many people have actually watched these videos from the industry or from the company or just people that are from my broadcast and have gotten something out of them. All the comments that have been left that people have said, hey, I got a real benefit out of this. It's been amazing. It's been really, really cool for that to happen. And I love making these videos. I've always prioritized CLG and I will continue to. So it's gotten to the point where I know that if I want to continue these videos, I'm going to need to hire people and get help. So hopefully that comes to me, and I'm going to start posting some apps on Odesk and on Guru and trying to find those people. And I'm really excited to see if when that happens. So I think that'll happen by the end of December. And that's about it, guys. That's my goals for December. And so I'll be doing a review, a new goals video for January, and I'll be doing a review of how December went in that video. So the next video will be probably a little bit longer. Looks like this one ran just about 20 minutes. So thanks a lot for tuning in. Please subscribe to this channel if you like self-improvement and personal development type content. That's the kind of stuff I do on this channel. It's going to get a lot more consistent and a lot better, and consistently a lot better. So I'm getting on top of my game. I'm getting on top of my video, getting on top of my video game, and enjoying this process a whole lot. I hope that you comment and tell me what you think. And if you have goals for December, maybe you should post them in a YouTube comment or make your own video and share it with me. And that way we can hold each other accountable for accomplishing our goals. So thank you very much for watching this video. Please hit that thumbs up and subscribe. At this point, it's a very small channel. It makes a huge difference if you do that. So thank you so much. This is Devin, and looking forward to seeing you again next time.